What's cracking? This your homie Ice Cube. Just wanted to address a few things. Everybody been.
What's breaking? It's your homeboy Ice 3D Square. Simply needed to address a couple of things you realize everyone been looking at the web. My man C. Williams, above all else, I simply need to say you realize we shot that film a while back, so you realize individuals have alternate points of view. And it's been quite a while. Feline Williams had a ton to say in the new meeting with Shannon Sharp on Club Shake, and that was clarified when the episode was delivered with a running season of north of 2 hours and 30 minutes. There was not a moment squandered during his digital recording appearance, and as the meeting proceeded with Feline Williams just proceeded to share an ever-increasing number of dull insights that he felt should have been tended to since the arrival of the webcast. There have been numerous reactions from the individuals who were called out in the meeting. Reactions were made by Kevin Hart, ridiculous, and a lot more, yet one that stands apart to many was Ice Block and A. The Friday After Next movie. Feline Williams tended to a scene he says he had eliminated from Friday After Next during a meeting on the Club Shea digital recording, which broadcasted Wednesday. The entertainer and comic, who made his big screen debut as Cash Mike in the 2002 Stoner satire spin-off The Third in the Friday set of three, said he convinced the studio to discard a scene in which his personality is paper. The issue with Friday After Next is we're attempting to make an exemplary parody, and this satire includes an "and is never entertaining regardless of who it happens to or what the conditions are," said Williams. 52 of the movie, which was coordinated by Marcus Rabe Kidd and composed by Ice 3D Square, the last option of whom likewise repeated his featuring job of Cray Jones. Williams likewise said on the digital recording that he needed to face the challenge before the studios and the cast and the influence that be in his absolute first film, and say deferentially, unassumingly, folks, as assuming we're looking at anything more, I have no validity. And I have no draw except for we're discussing satire where I have all the validity and all the draw. He reviewed, if you could permit me to permit us to do this film without an individual of color getting assaulted in it, I guarantee you that it will be 2 times as fun as it would be with him getting read, he said in the wake of making the solicitation to exclude the scene, which didn't wind up making it into the film. Williams said he demanded to the movie producers that Friday After Next would be better without it. The humorist told Sharp his ass was unsafe as it was his absolute first film, yet said he needed to submissively consciously demand the adjustment of front of the studios and the cast and the people pulling the strings on the off chance that we're looking at anything more. I have no validity and I have no force except for we're discussing satire where I have all the believability and all the draw. He went on, yet not such a lark. Number of days after the episode was delivered, Ice Block went on to share his considerations on everything that was expressed. Ice Block called this an error. By the way, he and Williams recollected things by then. In everyone's vocation, we will pay attention partially, yet we won't change the film for it for any entertainer. You realize, he said in the video, we do what we feel, and in the event that it was an assault, it would have been in the film. There was not a great explanation not to shoot it, but rather, that is not my style. The rapper and maker took to X, the stage previously known as Twitter, on Friday to address a few assertions made during Williams' new meeting on previous NFL star Shannon Sharp's Club Shea Weeb recording. In a 99-minute video, Ice 3D Shape said he had a ton of affection for Feline, who supported me a ton, yet he needed to be clear to explain a few things. Ice 3D Square said the plier joke was dependably in the content. We could never under any circumstance show that it's not my style, assuming you take a gander at any of my motion pictures, so that was never a conversation. iShape added to Williams' reaction, noticing that the vast majority of the financial plan for the Friday films went into the actual film. The majority of these folks worked several days while you're doing a film. There's more than 100 individuals dealing with the film that need to get compensated. The greater part of them got to get compensated each day. There's pre-creation and after creation, and then after you wrap up with the acting, you got to pay editors and sound individuals. And said, and my motion pictures are about quality, so a large portion of the cash go up on the screen. He proceeded with, I'm not giving you low budget you can giggle at in light of the fact that it's so modest at one more point in his 9-minute video. Ice Solid Shape tended to Williams' composing credits on the Friday threequel after Williams told Sharp he had been moved toward by the rapper and maker to compose a full Earth portion without affirming Williams' guarantee that he was approached to prearrange another section ice block credits Williams for upgrading the job of Cash Mike that was on the page. Cash Mike played a little part probably as large as the Snick Claus job, yet when we began shooting Williams was giving us such enchantment that we continued extending his job and giving me more to do in light of the fact that he was right on track. He made sense of yet we shoot to prearrange once we get what we want from the content. We let the entertainers slap together, riff play with the words. Do they think we give them 2, 3 takes? How they can go off and do what they feel. He likewise explains the set of experiences around giving Williams a role as looter Santa Claus in Friday After Next, and Williams as Pimp Cash Mike in 2022. Ricky Smiley, the comic who depicted Friday After Next burglar Santa Claus, told the Pierre's Frenzy Room web recording he should be the pimp and feline Willia. 3D Square. Ricky tried Cash Mike out yet. When we saw him and how he moved and how he was trying out, we concluded that he would be a superior Santa Claus, which was to me the ideal projecting. When we saw feline, when I saw him, I recently realized that he was ideal for Cash Mike in there. Was a whole lot more, yet you get the central matter here. Ice Solid Shape was not denying all that feline Williams needed to share, generally only the things that were referenced when it came to Friday After Next, etc. So this has persuaded some to think that perhaps there is bunches of truth to what Williams needed to share on the webcast, yet this was not everything that was discussed during his appearance. Feline Williams had a ton to say in the meeting with Shan, and that was clarified when the episode was delivered with a running season of more than 2 hours and 30 minutes. Feline Williams called out big-name Veeps like Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, Cedric, the performer, thus a lot more he never wanted Ted to stop, and he personally said he was not one who could conceal reality. At one point, Williams told previous Denver horses Tight and Sharp that his benefits for reviling in his stage acts has seen him closed out of standard satire discussions. He additionally said that Rogan wouldn't need him on his web recording the Joe Rogan Experience along these lines. In all reality, he needs to share. One of the other huge names that was gotten down on the meeting was Diddy. At one point, the comic said he left $50 million offers multiple times all through his profession to safeguard his trustworthiness, which then moved to him scrutinizing Diddy, who has been sued by 4 ladies over charges of exposition, including by his ex-girlfriend Cassie. Additionally, his proclamations created additional hypothesis since Diddy's new charges of article. Cassie has likewise stood out as truly newsworthy as of late. As you can likely review, Diddy was hit with a sensation $30 million several months prior that armed him for different horrible demonstrations. Cassie, who documented the claim, asserted that he applied command over her life, including taking steps to keep down her vocation. Purportedly, this prompted a terrifying kind of relationship that was set apart by abdominal muscle, no matter what the matter. Feline Williams dropped some stunning allegations, and there isn't returning from it. The web is in shock, and there are many inquiries that should be responded to. Do you believe that this is all evident? What might drive Feline Williams to uncover this all in his new meeting? Who will stand up and uphold these cases during this time? Let us in on your thought process in the remarks down beneath.